Well, this came out of nowhere. What's up guys, it's me Sam from Cookn Media Studios today, welcoming you to the second Cookn Media Reviews. This one kind of came out of nowhere. I was working on a different review, but then I decided to review this game because I knew it would take less time, and plus I would be able to get it out quickly, so you guys would see it quickly. Also, I'm working on a much bigger review at the moment. You won't see that one for a long while, so I've just been working on this one so you could see it quicker. And so, without any further ado, here it is. Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. I have a love-hate relationship with this game. Marvel Nemesis was developed by EA Vancouver and published by EA and Marvel. This is a 3D fighting game with a lot of problems. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the game. There are two main modes to talk about: Versus mode and Story mode. So to save time, we're going to talk about the Versus mode first. Versus mode is exactly what it says it is. You go against your friends or the computer in a head-to-head match. There are two types of matches: timed, which is exactly what it says it is, and lives match, which is where you pick the amount of lives you have, and that is how many times you can die. So that is all for this mode. Again, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just a versus mode. So, let's move on to gameplay and characters. So again, this is a 3D fighting game in which you fight in a large arena with a variety of characters. Each character has a 2 to 3 hit combo and a throw move. Also, each character can use their powers and do a combo with these powers as well as a power throw, which is how you activate your finisher. Actually, since we're on the subject, let's talk about the finishers. They're interesting. You see that danger thing on your health bar? That is letting you know two things. One, you're low on health, and two, your opponent can activate a finisher by power throwing you. And the finishers themselves are the interesting part. You see, the finishers can range from pretty cool, like Wolverine's, but then you have others. Daredevil doesn't kill, huh? Really now? And actually, speaking of other weird things, what's this game have against the color green? You see, in Versus mode, when you pick a character, you can pick between their normal version or their evil alien version. And most of the evil versions are green. Finally, what's up with these weird camera angles? Anytime you punch or throw someone and they fly away, they have this weird camera angle where they follow the person being thrown. I'm not complaining about it, it's just weird.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Okay, but I know what you all are thinking. Sam, what happens in the story mode? Well, let's find out. So the story starts out with the Thing walking on the bridge wondering if Disney will save him from another terrible Fantastic Four movie. But he doesn't have a lot of time to wonder, as the bridge gets attacked by aliens.
What the?
Oh snap! Those alien saucers are gonna be really tough. Well then. But, back to the Thing. He decides to go fight the aliens, and we get introduced to our basic enemy. These are the enemies that you're going to be encountering throughout the story. Sadly, there's not a whole lot of variety to the enemies. Most of your enemies consist of small guys, and then just bigger versions of the smaller guys. So the Thing continues on through the bridge, until we encounter our first boss of the game. Actually, now that I think about it, calling him a boss is too good for him, considering he becomes a basic enemy later on. So after beating the alien, the Thing interrogates him.
You looking for me? Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you, or I'll crush you like a bug. What do you want?
Nothing. You are not what we want. We will come for you. Later.
This is a News 12 special report.
Jim, it's crazy out here. I have never seen anything like this. The streets are filled with debris. There are bodies. We're just trying to take cover. Oh, did you see that? Where's Captain America?
I just thought of something. Why is Captain America not in this game? He's in the PSP version, so why isn't he in the console version?
Jim, are you getting this? Is that the Hulk? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay, sure, news lady. We'll say that the saucers killed the Hulk. On a bit of a side note, let me explain something before we get started with the next set of missions. Each character has 5 missions. However, only a couple actually progress the story. So that's why I'm moving on from the Thing, because he has no more missions that progress the story of the game. So, Wolverine gets a call from Storm and decides to go to the Avengers Mansion. So after fighting in the streets and the Avengers Mansion, we get to the first legit boss fight of the game, the Wink.
No, you don't. Do you believe in magic?
Now this fight is very infamous, and I can definitely see why. As the first boss of the game, it is extremely difficult. And actually, that's something that goes for most of the boss fights in the game, like Storm. They're all very difficult and require a lot of skill. So, after beating the Wink, Wolverine decides to interrogate— Holy crap! Wolverine, chill! Golly bum, he is a straight up savage in this game. So, after that, we move on to Elektra, who learns that Daredevil is in some serious trouble.
Elektra, I'm under attack. Over. Elektra!
Hang in there, Matt. I'm on my way.
So, after fighting more aliens in the street and wall running on the roof, we get to the Daredevil fight. It's okay. Then we get to play as the villain. Yeah, whenever you get to play as a new character, you have to kill one of the other characters you were playing as. These missions are the best part about story mode, not only for the unique scenario they provide, but it gives the villain that you choose to play as an origin story. Okay, so that's the early part of the story in a nutshell. So, what do you say we move on to the latter half of the story mode?
Warning. Angry rant about to commence in 3, 2, 1.
I hate this story mode! The latter half of the story mode is so brutally difficult, so unfair, that I don't even want to talk about it. And honestly, I'm getting tired of scripting, so we're just going to talk about Paragon's Revenge. Easily the most difficult level in the entire game. Now there are 2 reasons why this level is so difficult. The Mauler and the Ravager. The Mauler is an enemy that can send out shockwaves that do a lot of damage, and the Obliterator is a laser shooting enemy that does so much damage that it borders on ridiculous. Overall, this is without a doubt the worst level in the entire game. And, just to reiterate, I hate this level! So that is Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. What do I think of the game? Well, The story mode is so difficult that it's really not even worth playing, the plot is almost non-existent, and there is little variety. So overall, no, I would not recommend you get this game. But that still brings up the question, why do I have a love-hate relationship with this game? Well, simply put, the hate part comes from everything I just explained. But the love part for this game comes from the fact that I've grown up with this game practically my entire life. I've rebought this game like 3 times, and my mom can attest to that. Right, Mom?
Right, son.
See, she's right there. But, yeah, this game's just like a huge part of my childhood and my adult years, because I still play it and still have fun, even though I've mentioned all the problems. But I think that's going to end it off for here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and I will see you guys next time. Alrighty guys, I just want to thank you all so much for watching this video. This video was a lot of work and yet a lot of fun to put together. I really hope you enjoy it, and hopefully this should tie you guys over until I get finished with the next review, which is going to be even longer than this one. Not going to tell you what it is, because most likely it will change about 3 times before I actually finish it. That's usually the way these things go. But, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.